Hey everybody and welcome to Adventures with Peps. We are attempting the second battle report, which we'll stick a photo up here somewhere. Scenario 2, Finding the Audience. Despite Hammerstein's best efforts, Volkhan's anvil is readied and Volgan leaders prepare to take the stage and begin his speech. The battlefield, 3x3. I've not changed the terrain since the last game. We're going to have 4 objectives, similar places as last time. Basically, Volgan and the Volgan forces are going to be in this top corner. Hammerstein and his guys are going to be on this left, like a little L shape going on here. The goal of the game is to claim either 2 objectives or contesting 2 or more objectives. So you just got to get 2 objectives. Points can be scored with monologues as well, which is a double action a hero can perform. When they do that, they score additional victory points. And I think that's about it. We do have tarot cards this time. I am going to have to try and remember the different characters' special rules. So please bear with me throughout this game. Hope you enjoy, and if you do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Okay, so we are set up for play now. I have 4 tokens ready to go. We have blue for the ABC Hammersteins. Whoop! He says as he loses one. And red for the Volkhan. Got star for the 2 characters and then planes for everyone else. So let's go. Turn 1. It is blue star. Hammerstein's going to go first. So Hammerstein is going to do a single action to move forward. He will claim. We'll sit on that objective for now and claim it at the end of this turn. It's a very good start for him. I'm guessing I should shoot with him. What are we looking at? We are going to use his auxiliary cannon attachment. Range 16 inches. Volkhan is just within. It is going to be long range. So, Hammerstein has 4 shots. He is at long range, so he will lose one of them. So he is firing on 3 dice, looking for hits. He scores 2 hits. Nice and simple. Volgan has evade of nil point. He has evade 0. Let's just check his tarot cards. I don't think I'm actually going to use a tarot card. I don't think he needs it. So the weapon is a power 4. We are looking for hits. Hammerstein scored 3 hits. Defense, Volkhan has a defense of 7. I'm not going to claim he's in light cover because he's not near it. I don't think Hammerstein's really blocked in any way. We are looking for shields. And we only get 1. So 2 damage has gone through. That's going to be a bit painful. So he has gained 2 leaks straight off the bat. Volkhan just goes pow pow. Maybe I was being a bit too cocky putting him there. Soon find out, I guess. Sorry if my voice has sounded a bit croaky today. Now, with Hammerstein being the first one out of the bag, he is going to use his Cool of 4 to see if he can put his token back in. And he cannot. Oh no. Metal fatigued himself. Now on to the next token, which is red blank. That's the AK-47s. I think we will use a tarot card in a minute, but not quite yet. Volkhan AK-47s can move 4 inches. They're going to use the advance, so move 4, snap, fire. Gun has a range of 24 inches, but it is going to be at long range. Volkhan has shot 2. 1 for being at long range. His friends add 2 each. Very strange way of doing it, but that's the way I'm playing it. So we are looking for hits. We're obviously shooting at the Hammersteins. Here we go. 2 hits. Play this. Ranged hit. Oh, let's see if I can get it focused. EMP pulse bullets. Play on a ranged hit. Target robot and all other robots within 3 inches immediately gain stun markers. Great rule. will also teach me for clumping them together like that. Now, it doesn't say it replaces the bullet. That happens and they carry on as normal. Gun has a power of 4. So looking for hits. And we score 3 hits. Very nice, very nice. My poor little Hammersteins don't have an evade to have anything, so we're going to use their defense of 4. They get 1. 1. So that's 2 damage. Let's go straight onto the model they were targeting at the front. Pow! That is not looking good for those guys. Very rough, very rough. That was a good round of shooting for them. Got stun markers across the board and a couple of leaks as well. Next token out of the bag will be, it's either going to be the Hammersteins or Volkhan. It is the Hammersteins. We are going to use regroup for this turn, and they can shake it off. Each model in the group can shake off 1 metal fatigue marker or stun marker. Metal fatigues should have been actually, sorry, because they rolled 3 hits. So he also has that. So what I'm going to do is use the double action to do shake it off. It off is a single. So they each get to remove the stun marker. He's going to use it again to shake off the metal fatigue. And that is their turn. That is not a great turn. Ideally need them to shoot. So we're going to play covering fire. Boop. D3 models, or a number of models equal to the team leader's order value, which for Hammerstein is order, pretty high number I think, order 3. So I'm just going to use that because that's the max. Immediately snap shoot. So that's a good one to use up. I am going to use their Kolch M129 deliverer gun. Range 16 inches. We know that already. Long range, so it's -1. So the first guy, he gets a shoot of 2, -1 for being at long range. And his colleagues join in, albeit -1 because they're using the same gun. Don't know, it doesn't say modifiers or anything. So anyway, we're rolling. We're rolling. Looking for hits. We score 3 hits. Now, the power of the weapon is power 4. Looking for hits again. 2 hits this time. They are defense free. We're looking for at least 2 shields. We only got the 1 shield, so the front guy gets a leak. Lots of violence on this first turn. Loving it. And then the last chip in the bag is going to be Volkhan's. It's going to go down, try and remove markers. Ideally want to move towards the objective as well. Anchor down, you roll a d6 and move. If you end up in cover, which he won't because he's going to be stood bang out in the open, and heal. Why is he just moving 3 inches? This isn't good. He's got like an inch drop and he's at least 5 inches away, so he can do that. Okay, we are going to first move, waddle on over. There's much else he can do. So that is all he's going to do. He's not going to try and put his card in. End of the turn. Hammerstein secures his objective. Volkhan secures his. But he's also going to play Guerrilla Art next to it. That means when you secure an objective, this objective cannot be contested by the enemy. And in response to that card being played, Flying Forces are going to play Fate, which negates Chaos card when it is played. So Volkhan just secures the objective, nothing else. That is the end of turn 1. Right, turn 2, we are playing a few cards right now. So straight off the bat, Infiltration, I think it's meant to be Infiltration, says for the remainder of turn, all enemy ranged attacks reduce their power equal to your leader's order value. Volkhan only has a chaos value. He doesn't have an order. So I'm going to use it up and turn the blank red chip into a star chip. Quite nice. That gives me 2 star chips in the bag. We're then going to use Mind Meld Bullets, which allows me to take a single or double action with any friendly or enemy character. I am going to use Volkhan, and this time we're using Hunker Down. So it's double action. So he rolls a d6, adds it to his move. I got a 1, which is terrible. He's currently got a 3-inch move, so he can go 4. He needs to end up in cover. So we're going to do this, and I'm pretty sure no one can see him. Hammerstein is blocked by this little shrubbery. These guys are blocked by the staircase. So he is now in cover. Roll 7 dice, and for each armor result he gets, he'll take a leak off. So I'm only looking for 1 armor. And he got it just one roll. One armor out 7 dice. So he is now down to just 1 leak, which is great. That's what I want. Now we can start the turn properly. Oh, hang on, nearly forgot. ABC Warriors are going to play Malfunction and place a stun marker on Volkhan to slow him down. He's more scary than the AK-47s. Let's see what chip is coming out first. Blue. It is a star. It's Hammerstein. So he has a metal fatigue. I don't know what I'm going to do here. So good start. Snapshoot, I think. I'm going to ignore Volkhan just because he's off to the side. And I've got an opportunity here to just take out these AK-47s and claim another objective quite easily. So he's going to move 5 inches. Heroically stand among his troops. Put that there and that. And then he will use his cannon again. So this time he is at 13 inches. This is a bigger blocking terrain piece here, so I'm going to say it will affect the shooting. So he has, let's have a look. Long range, -1 to hit. So he's rolling 3 dice to hit. 3 dice, looking for hits. He scores none. Wah, wah. That is the end of his go. He's going to use his cool to try and get... Ignore that dice. He'll use his cool of 4 to see if he can get his chip back in the bag. He does not. He's given himself another metal fatigue in 2 games. Hammerstein has failed to put his chip back in the bag. Next chip out of the bag is going to be... It's Volkhan's star chip. Both are star chips, so it doesn't really matter who's who. Can do 2 single actions. Going to go for the objective, so we're going to run. He's got a stun marker on him though. Marker gives -1 to all his stat. Plus he's got a leak, so he's currently only moving 3. Running isn't going to do much for him. It'd be 6 plus a d6. We'll do shake it off and get rid of the stun. And then we'll move 4. We'll try and put the marker back in the bag. So he has a cool of 5. We are looking for a 2000 AD. And he gets 1. Goes back in the bag. Right, next token out. Give this a good shuffle. It's a star red. So we're going to use it on Volkhan again. I'm going to Monologue, I think. I've not tried it yet. So Monologue is its double action. Bends it to talk to the masses. Generate D3 times 10,000 likes. In addition, roll a number of dice equal to the starting cool. If a specialist scored, gets an additional D3. So let's see how we do with that. Volkhan actually has some special rules to do with this. So he can re-roll any combat dice that failed to find a 2000 AD. And if there's any models that have within 12 inches with melt fatigue. So the second one doesn't matter, the first one does. He has a cool of 5. So we're looking for a 2000 AD. If we get 2000 AD, this is going to be worth 2d3. We got a 2000 AD. 2d3 times 10,000 likes. So it's a 1 and a 2. So he's got 30,000 likes. We will keep this here. And hopefully I will remember it's there. We'll try and put his chip back in the bag. So we are looking for a 2000 AD symbol. He got it. It's going back in the bag. This could be deadly for the Hammersteins. Yeah, this is another red star. It's going to be Volkhan again. This time he is going to run. So he is currently 4 move. So he's going 8 plus a d6. He's got the big 6. That's 14 inches. Going to lose an inch. Actually, it's probably going to have. So 1 inch to get up into that awkward terrain. 2 to get across it. So that's 3 inches gone. It's 14. So he's got 11 inches left. So let's see what we can do with that. Up 1, across 1, down 1. I'm going to say he'll end up around here. Now, as it stands, there's no one that can contest him. So this is probably going to be the last turn again. These games are quick and brutal. Yeah, because Hammerstein can't do anything because he's gone. Gonna end of game. That sucks. But ultimately, I want him over there. So he is not going to move anymore. Out of the bag, it's a 1-on-1. 47s, and it is technically a star chip, so they get freedom of will here. Nice little rule, but it's not going to change what I'm going to do. Going to move forward and shoot. We got a leak on that first guy. -1 move, -1 resist, so he's only moving 3 inches. The rest are moving 4. Going to put themselves in the way of that objective marker, so Hammerstein can't... Well, the Hammersteins can't do anything about it. We're going to shoot at the one with the 2 leaks already. Are we going to be within short range? No. Great start. So let's have a look. Shoot of 2. Being at long range, and he has 2 friends also shooting. I'm using too many dice here. I feel like maybe I should be knocking a dice back for the weapon on each model. But it doesn't say that in the book. So I'm playing it as I'm reading it. I think if I was playing against somebody else other than myself, I would play it a different way. I would weapon modifiers on all of them. But anyway, shooting in, looking for hits. Scores 1 hit. Ooh, I think the Volgans have won this game. The Hammersteins have 0 evade. Power. The weapon is a power 4. Looking for hits. No hits. Just pings off. Pew, 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 pew. We are all good. I guess you have to roll, don't you? For we're looking for at least 1 shield for nothing to happen. We're good. Their turn. They have a cool of 2 if I want to try and get the chip back in the bag. But there is no need to. And then we get the Hammersteins. Now the problem is they are move 5. Ran. It's 10. They'd have to go 10 for 7. So they're not getting that way. 10. They're not getting that way. They're not doing anything. So it's game over. Things could shoot, but there's really no point dragging this game out because it is over. And in the game ends when one or both sides secure or contest 2 or more of their public objectives. So these guys can't secure, only characters can. So this is open. Volkhan has secured his top 2. Hammerstein's got this one. There's no contestant. So let's quickly add this up. The monologues. Volkhan got 30,000 straight off the bat. He then got 20,000 that and 20,000 for that. So 40, 50, 60, 70,000 to 20,000. Ooh, that was a big win for the Volgan forces. Anyway, we'll do a little recap and we'll come back soon. So there you go, second game. It's also the second Volgan win. What is going on? I made the same mistakes that I made in the first game. I played way too defensively with the ABC Warriors and ultimately paid the price as Volkhan just shot across the top, claimed both objectives. I'm not sure what I should have done differently. I probably focused on the AK-47s too much and should have gone after Volkhan. By the time I realised my own error, as I was actually playing against myself, it was then too late to do anything, and it's hard when a character is the only thing that can claim an objective. When Volkhan got chip after chip after chip and Hammerstein got metal fatigue after metal fatigue and couldn't get chip back in the bag, there's not much you can really do in that scenario. I'm still confused by groups. I played better with the groups for definite, but I don't understand the shooting. It clearly says in the rules you add the shoot stat. But if you're using the gun, it would have been -1 for most of them because they're shooting at long range. So should I have only been using 1 dice rather than 2 for each additional person? But it's not written that way. So I don't know. What happens if you're shooting different weapons on different models? Does that change things? I'm just going to keep playing it the way I am. I'm going to be consistent that way. We got the third game coming soon. I'm probably going to take a week off of battle reports because they do take a while to do and build. And I've got some fun stuff with the kids happening this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to play a game. So next week, expect probably a couple of paint videos, another book review of some sort. I've got quite a few books to get through, and I've got a ton of figures to paint. So let's just get going. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want more content from me, be sure to show your support, and I will see you very soon. Cheers for watching.